We're afraid of something. It got to be somebody hitting us and hurting us.
Gervonta Davis just lit a match under the entire division. He took aim at Shakur, openly dismissing his resume and making it clear he's not impressed. Tank didn't mince words, delivering a cold warning that Teofimo is built to put Shakur down, and that the outcome won't be pretty. According to Davis, the storm is already on the way, and there's no escaping what's coming next. The energy around this matchup is exploding, fans are locked in, and the pressure is reaching a breaking point. All signs point to January 31st becoming a night of chaos, emotion, and non-stop action.
Like, who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more.
Gervonta Davis has turned up the heat, taking sharp shots at Shakur while issuing a blunt prediction about his future. Tank casts doubt on Shakur's influence in the sport, brushing aside his resume and making it clear that real danger comes from himself and Teofimo, not hype. The atmosphere is boiling over, the fanbase is on edge, and January 31st is lining up to deliver a collision packed with aggression, pressure, and career-defining stakes.
Disrespectful to the sport if he chooses that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that, and he called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am.
Shakur Stevenson tries to answer the criticism, but Gervonta Davis comes back even stronger. Tank doesn't just push back. He puts a spotlight on what he sees as Shakur's arrogance, stalking the moment like a hunter sizing up his target. He declares himself the top dog in the game and throws down a challenge, telling Stevenson to prove it or be exposed. The atmosphere is charged, the words are ruthless, and the anticipation for January 31st has reached a fever pitch.
This dude is a clown.
Focus on me.
You better have that chin ready, baby. You better have it ready.
Real clown.
I already figured this out.
You're not fighting.
What else you got, man?
No, Senior, you're
I only
not in
seen
the
10
ring.
seconds of your fight.
I seen you fight before.
I only
You
seen
can't
10
fight.
seconds of your fight.
Shakur Stevenson unloads with pure swagger, aiming straight at Teofimo Lopez and treating him like a joke. With icy confidence, Shakur suggests he doesn't even need to study Teofimo to outthink him, brushing off his abilities as predictable and overrated. He questions Lopez's toughness and heart, pushing past simple insults and turning the exchange into a mental chess match. The temperature keeps rising, the crowd is losing its mind, and January 31st is lining up to be an all-out war fueled by ego, pressure, and chaos.
I think he used to come to so the Silver Glove, we used to have to go to DC, then we had to go to Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah.
He was always his father used to bring him to Augusta.
Yeah.
Georgia just to be around people and lift weights.
Gervonta Davis just offered a rare glimpse into the foundation behind Shakur Stevenson, touching on the demanding world that molded him from a young age. Tank alludes to the non-stop grind, the early immersion in high-level gyms, and the role Shakur's father played by placing him around serious fighters early on. It's not praise, it's a quiet signal. Davis understands that background, respects the work, and knows exactly what kind of fighter that environment creates.
That's rowdy. Like, where is he at, bro?
I'll show you January 31st.
Okay, we're gonna see. I don't like this version. It's like, man, listen here, bro. What you gonna do? What you gonna do come fight night? That's what I want to hear.
You'll see.
Okay, I can't wait. I promise you.
I've been here. I'm gonna continue to stay here.
I've been looking at you for years, bro.
I've been here. I'm gonna stay
for
here.
years. I've been already.
Okay, that's
this.
good.
I played it out of my brain.
You gotta focus
times.
on the top guy.
For sure, you're the top guy.
Eddie Hearn is turning up the volume, painting Teofimo Lopez as a battle-tested danger while emphasizing what's on the line for Shakur Stevenson. At only 28 years old, the pursuit of a world title in a fourth weight class represents a monumental challenge. Hearn presents January 31st as far bigger than a single matchup. It's a possible gateway into rare company, the kind of legacy territory once occupied by icons like Ray Leonard and Roy Jones Jr.
Lopez, a guy that beat the man at 135, up at 140, but this guy to my right, when you talk about chasing greatness, 28 years of age and trying to become a 4-division world champion on January 31st. Look at the names in the history that have done it. Roy Jones Jr., Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, Juan Manuel Marquez. Greatness only gets appreciated over time. Let's acknowledge what we're about to see on January 3rd.
Timothy Bradley Jr. keeps it brutally honest. In his eyes, Shakur Stevenson is walking into a serious storm. Teofimo Lopez brings explosive quickness, raw athletic power, and a wild-card element that makes him incredibly dangerous. Bradley suggests this is the kind of opponent that pushes even elite technicians to their limits, promising non-stop action. This isn't a routine bout, it's a high-pressure battle where one lapse could change everything in an instant.
It's not gonna be an easy damn fight for Shakur Stevenson. No, it ain't gonna be an easy fight. Nope. After studying freaking Lopez yesterday, man, look, that athleticism that he got, that speed, that...
Eddie Hearn breaks it down with gripping clarity. Shakur Stevenson earns praise for his elite ring intelligence, often compared to the best, like Terence Crawford. But Hearn warns that Teofimo Lopez brings a deadly cocktail of sharp defense and raw knockout force. It's this mix of strategy and sheer power that makes Lopez such a threat. Stevenson's technical mastery is about to face its toughest trial yet, as one perfectly timed shot from Lopez could swing the fight in an instant. Hearn frames it not just as a battle of skill, but as a test of willpower. Who seizes control first could decide everything. Fans are in for a tense, high-stakes duel with explosive potential.
I don't know how good the fight will be, but I think Shakur is, again, like pound for pound, IQ-wise, I think he's even up there with a Terence and those kind of guys, you know. I think the difference with Boots is he's got the defensive mastercraft, and he also has the aggressive power to turn your lights out, and I think that's quite different.
Teddy Atlas offers a measured yet captivating perspective, noting that this bout might not erupt into non-stop chaos, but it promises a showcase of pure skill. Both fighters carry top-tier talent, refined technique, and deep experience, setting the stage for a contest of the highest caliber. Atlas highlights the understated tension. Excitement isn't always about raw power, but the brilliance of timing, strategy, and adaptability. For true fans of the sport, this is a rare spectacle. Two disciplined, cerebral fighters locked in a chess match where every jab, feint, and step matters. This isn't just a fight, it's a masterclass in the art of boxing.
I mean, style-wise, I can see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete.
Amir Khan doesn't mince words. Teofimo Lopez is anything but a typical opponent. He combines knockout power, sharp technique, and a keen ring IQ, thriving under pressure in ways Stevenson hasn't fully experienced. Khan stresses that this will push Stevenson to uncharted limits, as Lopez's explosiveness meets Shakur's precision. Fans can anticipate a clash that's equal parts artistry and brutality. This isn't just a test of talent, it's a battle of adaptability, endurance, and heart. Whoever comes out on top will stake their claim as the true elite of this division.
Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight.
Who wins that?
Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've had him on the pod, he bangs hard, he's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko. He's beaten some great names on the way.
Lamont Roach delivers a candid breakdown, highlighting that Stevenson's opponent can be mentally uneven, with lapses that could prove costly. He points to the Kambosos fight as an example. While capable of flashes of brilliance, Lopez may struggle in a technically demanding matchup against someone of Stevenson's caliber. Roach underscores that Stevenson excels when the fight revolves around skill and strategy, and any attempt to force or overpower him is likely to backfire. This bout is ultimately a contest of intelligence versus precision, with fans likely to see Stevenson dictate the tempo, capitalize on errors, and demonstrate why his boxing IQ is among the best in the sport.
A little mental lapses every once in a while. Look at the Kambosos fight. Like, that's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win, and he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just, I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like because it's gonna be just a skill match. I don't think he's gonna try to
Duke McKenzie doesn't sugarcoat his opinion. He questions this fighter's claim to world-class status, pointing out noticeable gaps in both skill and consistency. His straightforward critique serves as a caution, hype doesn't automatically translate to ability. Fans expecting non-stop fireworks could be left underwhelmed if he can't rise to the challenge against top-tier opposition. Mackenzie's take is a reminder that in boxing, real greatness is earned inside the ropes, not built on stats, hype, or highlight reels.
His level. I don't think he's world class. He's not really my cup of tea. I mean, I don't look at boxing probably the way you do or most sort of fans do.
Keyshawn Davis opens up with a rare glimpse into a rivalry that's been simmering for more than 10 years. He and Teofimo Lopez go way back to their amateur days, winning national titles side by side, and now fate has set them on a collision course in the pro ranks. The stakes are personal. This isn't just another bout, it's a clash of history, pride, and years of shared battles. Keshan makes it clear Lopez knows exactly who he's facing. Fans should brace for a fight that's as psychological as it is physical, with every punch, feint, and counter loaded with decades of experience and mutual respect. January 31st isn't just a fight, it's a reckoning, and both men will pour everything into the ring to prove who truly deserves the throne.
It was actually official, and I'm like, cool. You know this nigga can fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know what's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old and amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so Teo know who he...
Terrence Crawford's words about Shakur Stevenson go beyond praise. They're a stark warning to anyone in the division. Crawford points out Stevenson's rare ability to learn, adjust, and turn every lesson into a weapon in the ring. He's far from one-dimensional. Shakur is constantly evolving, perfecting his craft with precision and intelligence. With that blend of skill, strategy, and adaptability, there's almost no ceiling to what he can achieve. Opponents aren't just facing a fighter, they're stepping into a masterclass, up against someone who plans, improvises, and takes control at every opportunity. Stevenson is clearly operating on a level that few can hope to reach.
Everything that he needs to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he makes the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the box.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You got to always be a student. You got to always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
It's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever.
Rolly Romero doesn't hold back. Shakur Stevenson stands out as one of the sharpest minds in boxing today. His elite ring IQ and uncanny ability to adjust on the fly make him a nightmare for any opponent. Romero's enthusiasm hints at the kind of technical fireworks fans are in for. Stevenson isn't just a gifted athlete, he's a strategist, constantly analyzing his foes, finding openings, and making split-second moves that can completely shift a fight. This is more than power or speed, it's a mental duel. Every feint, counter, and tactical adjustment is designed to expose weaknesses, making Stevenson exceptionally dangerous. Fans can expect a fight where he sets the tempo and controls the action from start to finish.
Shakur is an incredible fighter. Shakur has a really high boxing IQ and a very... Shakur coming out with I'm telling you, it's going to be a good fight. I like to see it.
Johnny Nelson delivers a sharp, no-nonsense observation, zeroing in on a potential weak spot, Shakur Stevenson's legs. Boxing isn't just about punches, it's about mobility, positioning, and footwork. If Stevenson's legs aren't at their peak, his ability to dodge, pivot, and dictate the ring could take a hit. Nelson isn't questioning his overall skill, but he highlights how even the most technically gifted fighter becomes vulnerable without fluid movement. For fans, this adds a critical layer. Conditioning and endurance may shape the fight just as much as strategy or power. Every jab, counter, and clinch could be magnified, or limited, by the state of Stevenson's legs. Nelson's insight turns this matchup into more than a skill contest. It's a test of stamina, preparation, and resilience. January 31st may very well come down to the smallest, most calculated movements.